Good evening and welcome back to Timberborn, here with a hard mode modded playthrough where I have actually remembered to press record this time rather than think I push record and talk to myself for I don't know how long. So there's been a few things, not many things, not many. So first and foremost, over here it's all tidied up now. I put in a power wheel underground here and I built it right next to the edge and realised I actually wanted it one over. But I think I did that so they could put, but it worked. It works underwater. It's fine. It doesn't say it's drowning. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. So it works underwater. You will also notice there is a bridge here, and there is explosives here, and that's because I want to expand the entrances or the exits, I should say, for the water, to be 11 wide. And my reasoning behind that is because I want to put in 4 power wheels, with a gap in between each one. I'm a little concerned. This with the 9 wide here and over the other side is 9 as well. We do get a little bit of flooding happen before things balance out here. So if we add the power wheels in front of that, we're definitely going to get flooding. Won't affect too much this here because obviously we'll be abandoned this, but eventually the water level will be up higher, which will cause problems for us. So the water level is going to be up to height 9. So it will start flooding height 9 places. So if I extend it to 11, put 4 power wheels in, we will then have a gap in between each one. Let me show you the idea. So we're going to do. So that's the ground there. So we're going to do this. This is how they're going to go, like that. Then there'll be a wall here, and this here will be the land that they connect to. I am going to probably dig out 1 tile here down. But not the other side of it. The other side, it's going to be like 1 tile out and down, so we can get a power line down to the storages underneath. Want to do that? And that's the idea. And that's 11. That's 11 wide. So you've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11. Center. That one's on the ground, and this one's up against the edge. But as I said, there'll be a slot for the power line to go down there, but not a slot for water to come past. So there's 4 wheels of power and 3 slots for water going through. And because it's 11 wide, I think that'll compensate for the wheels in there. It might not. It might not. It was suggested I go and have a look at a video. I know Skystorm has done some videos on how the water flows work, and I did watch them. I need to double check. I didn't actually. I said there was a comment. There was a comment about the. Rashid, there was a comment there. It's really weird. It gives me people's proper names on YouTube, but if I go to the YouTube studio, it gives me their at thing, which is a different name sometimes. So, but Rashid mentioned that I should go and have a look at some Skystorm video. The videos that I watched previously from them, pretty much I did all that on a live stream. I figured that all out myself on a live stream. Obviously, I'm not saying they've copied me or I've copied them or anything like that. But it's we've come to the same conclusions of how it all works. So we get it. We kind of get it. I do need to look if they've found anything new out, but I feel like that's going to compensate there. I'm not necessarily fussed about efficiency, trying to get the wheels to be the most efficient and the best speed out of them. I'm not too fussed about that. We can compensate with engines. We're not really going for an efficient design here. I'm just going for spam beavers, spam engines, get stuff going. Yeah, it's yeah. So we can have a look at that and see how that goes. So yeah, so the idea is that we're going to blow out all of these here. So what I want to do is I also want to blow out that there. And we can just detonate this down. And then do the same here. And then we'll have 1 here and 1 here. That makes 11 wide, which is fine. And we'll do the same over this side here. They built that there. Awesome. So I'm starting to blow this one out here, along here. But I need to do the same here. I need to actually, I need to destroy all these stairs and blow down here to make that clear. And then, yeah, so it's a clear path on both sides. So we're gonna have to get rid of all these stairs here, which is fine. So, boop. There we go. And I'm going to say pick that up there because we need logs. All my trees ran out. So we don't have any logs do anything right now. I'll let them pick that up first. I'll block it off first so the water doesn't flow away. We don't want to get rid of the water, so yeah. And they're still building these, even though I've set these to be the lowest priority, but that's because there's nothing else to build right now. And we have managed to get across here to get these trees, which is awesome. So the idea is going to be berries here with like the places up there to gather them in it. So berries here. Also, oh, what was it? Berries there. So there and there's going to be berries, and that's going to be controlled by this district here. It's a long way for them to go, but it's fine. And I need to put trees in as well, because we want to start the trees maturing like now, because if we don't, then we're going to run out of wood, like I have done already. All the wood sort of ran out, and yeah, so I need to do that as well. But I'm kind of blowing up this first to clear out the way here, so it's all done, and then we can sort of get to it. So that's what I'm going to do for a while. I'm going to be blowing up this all the way down to nothingness, filling it with levees. That's the word I'm after. Fill it with levees, pretty much all the way to the top, and put a dam in, and then yeah, we just widen it. And I will widen this section here as well, and we will widen this section here as well. But I want to do that after I've done this down and put the levees in, because we don't want the water to escape. So I've got to do it in the correct order. So it's going to be a little bit finicky and a little bit time consuming to do that, because it's got to wait for 3 to go and then yeah. But we will get there. We will get there. So we also want to get some trees planted like soonish as well. Let's do a bridge. This is cool as well. This is cool. So I wanted to test whether the bridges do this thing, whether they can go down. Because bridges, you can't run a path to the edge of the map and then put a bridge in. It doesn't let you do it. You can't do that. The bridge has to have a 1 tile space, but they can climb down the whole. So I could do that, and that is completely valid. They can build that. It says it's too far from a district, but I don't think it is. I don't think it is, because they can get to here and build that. So I don't think that is too far from a district. It's a little weird. We'll keep an eye on that. But yeah, but they can build that, and then they can get up in here. They can build across. Although it does look as if they blocked the entrance off for that. So I don't know. We'll see. And then this one, I think this one's not going to be done for a long time yet. So I need to block that for a while left yet. But we'll get here, and then once we've got here, we will start dropping down these trees here as well. Let's put in a woodchopper there. Clear out these trees here. Put them. There you go. And clear out these trees here. And we're going to put in a area to plant trees here. And this will be where our trees sit and live, and then down here is where we have some power things and stuff going on, what else in that. So yeah, we'll have stuff like that, and we'll have a power line running along here somewhere as well, so we can get access to other stuff. Maybe it'll run back up here, so these can get a bit of power. But we'll figure it out. Because we need to, basically, I want to get loads of metal. We've got we've got 21 metal blocks of them, so we're okay. But we'll see. Can you really not build this? That surprised me. It's only too high. You could stand here and build it. That really does surprise me, actually. Why can you not stand here and build it? It's technically 3 high, isn't it? So, yeah, could you not stand here and build it? I bet if I turned it around, they could, because they could get up. Build it that way. Yeah, I guess they can't. I guess they can't build it. That's weird, because he can stand on top and build it. Oh yeah, no, he can't, because you can't build a building if they're inside it, so they need to be behind it. And because it's 3 tall, what I need to do is I need to build a platform there, and then they could build it. But if I turned it round, which I can do, because it doesn't matter which way it is, it's not going to be there forever. If I turned it round like this, they could build it, because they can now get to here and build it across. Okay, Okay, interesting. Interesting. So you can't build from here unless you build a platform. But that's fine. That's all doable. That's all doable. Okie dokie. We have learned something. Anyway, I'm going to put a cut in here, and we are going to be back once I've mined all this out down here, and we've got some of these trees done here, and I will put in a water dump here and get some trees growing here. Get them all operating and working. I did also consider the idea, excuse me, I keep coughing, of maybe looking at using a mechanical pump to fill channels in places, but it wouldn't really work because we'd have to have one here for this channel and one here for this island and one here for this island. So water dumps are going to be the way to go. Lots of people suggested that I don't push the V key and make weird stuff happen. Lots of people suggested that I should lower this down, make this deeper here, and then put in a stream gauge. Because if I lower it down by 2 deep, two further down, we could put a stream gauge in. Although I think stream gauge is stream gauge is 3 high, so we have to go. Or take one more tile behind it, put in a stream gauge, and then only enable this based on if there's water inside there. I don't really see the point of doing that. I mean, I understand it. I understand why you suggest that. It's a fantastic suggestion, but for me here, I don't see the point of doing it. We've got enough beavers, we've got enough water, so yeah, I really don't think we need to worry about doing something like that. So yeah, I think we'll just leave it and we'll just run it. It'll be fine. We're going to have way more beavers than we probably need anyway. We're going to get to golems at some point, and lots of stuff are going to become golem based. So yeah, they can drop them trees down. Yeah, so okay. I will be back once we have established a tree. You've seen this out. It's going to be just a water dump in the center and then trees, and same here. And we'll get the trees growing, and then we will work on doing this here as well. And we'll be back once that is all kind of built and set up and ready to go. Okay, so a lot of time has passed. Since last time. So what do we got here? We have guts. Let's explodify these. Let's explodify those. I think I need to put in one more. No, there's going to be 2 here. 2 more explosions there, and we'll be good to go. Okay, so that's almost done. I think this is done over here now. Yes. Okay. So we're ready for the parables to come in. We're not ready for the trees yet. Gotta wait for these to be cleared out in here because we've got loads of stuff there. But we're full on trees because this obviously over here has also been providing trees for us. So I'm going to pause all the woodcutters here again, so we can clear other ones out. However, we are clear here for berries, and we are clear here for berries. So I shouldn't really need to put in a water dump because the water level is going to rise up, but we're going to pump out of it so it will drop down again. So let's put a water dump in here, and no, and we are going to put it. Don't really matter where I do that. It's from this side out. So I'm going to go 14 tiles from there. So 2, 4, 6, 8, and we'll go 10. That'll do. And that should keep most of that wet. I did play with the idea of maybe lowering this section here down, so it's all one big area, and we might still do that, but I think right now I'm just going to get the berries in here, so there, and get the berries planted and go in and doing the thing. So yeah, so we want to forest it in here because that's how we're going to plant the berries. If we put the forester there, it can cover the entire area. Boom, there you go. Okay, and we'll do the same over here with this one. I want to come from kind of back here somewhere. In 12, that would be fine that side. Actually, I'll put it there. We put it there. That probably won't get the edge there. Do you know what? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. If it doesn't get the edge, it doesn't get it. Doesn't matter. Not important. Not important. And we'll put in a forest that here. That'll do. Boom. There you go. Yes, I know I could raise them up and I could put them on platforms and save some space and you know, put them above there, but it's fine. It's fine. The amount of berries we're going to get in here will be absolutely fine. They're only going to be used for breeding pods, so we should be fine. We should be absolutely golden for it. So, okay, detonate that. Get ourselves another water dump. You will also notice there. There is a new mod. There is a new mod. There are two new mods. There are two new mods that have been installed. I had recommendations from people for mods as well. For a long time, people have been talking about water extension, and it wasn't working. I couldn't get it working. It was just broken, and I couldn't figure it out. Now it's working, so the game is playing fine with it. So we have water extension. Water extension gives us, there is a big irrigation tower, which irrigates a huge amount of land. Now that's fantastic, but I don't need it for this map. Not on this map. On other maps, it might be fantastic, but I don't need it. There are two other ones. There is the water pump and then the deep sea water pump. Only bots are allowed to work in there, and it's way further down. It takes tree pine resin and produces 10 water, so it's just a way better pump. Requires power as well. So yeah. The other thing is the maximum depth is 0, so I'm not entirely sure about that one. I don't know whether that's just a tooltip bug or whether we'll try it later and find out. And we also have these here. We have straight pipes and underground pipes, which we can do. So yeah, high power version with levees on both sides, and a pipe and an input and output pipe. Pipe going underground between levees. Levees need to be power, but also act as transfer. So yeah, so we can pipe water around. So you can move water from places to places. So instead of having like the water dump here, we could build this thing where we could pump water from here into a single dot here. So that is stuff I want to play with. But right now I'm just going to go with the water dumps because they work and I know how they work, and we'll go with that. And then once we are not reliant on using them, like it's something we can experiment with over here, we can try things with them. So yep, that's what we'll do with that. The other mod that I have installed, so you've got straight pipes and underground pipes there. It also adds a large water wheel with levee. I don't know what it is. It requires treated planks to build, so I can't build it. But it I think what this stuff, looking at the picture of it, looking at the little picture there, I think what it does is it raises the water up below to the wheel height, which would force all the water to go more through the wheel height. Because right now, the water comes underneath and it can come up from underneath. So it comes along, the water comes along, hits the edge of this, comes up and goes through. Because it does calculate water at every height, not just at the surface. So that would force the water to the surface, giving you more power through, which we could do as well with building levees and things like that. But underneath them, we want to put in power wheels, so that's not going to really. Again, something we'll have a look at, but later. And there's powered levees as well. These are levees that have power running through them, so we could run power through this levee out one side, in the other side, and you can also run power through them sort of this way. So you can put water wheels in here and run power through a levee coming out the other side. I've had uses for that, so that could be quite useful. I don't know if that's the water extension mod, or whether that's the other mod that I have installed, which is the power. Hold on. Smart power mod. Smart power mod. Smart power mod allows you to regulate what gets power when and where. And I've installed it, but I haven't used it yet. So yeah, I'm not sure how that works, and I'm not sure what. So power saving mode. So, so when this is not required to work, as in like its output is full or it hasn't got any inputs, it will go into power saving mode, which means it won't use any power. It does it automatically by the looks of it. So see, this one's in power saving mode, and because it's in power saving mode, there's no worker here, so it's not using any power. and also there's too many produce, so it's full. So it will not use any power in the system, which means that when we click on one of these here, you'll see it tells us the batteries are discharging as well. That's cool. But you'll see it's using less power. So a supply is 400 and demand is 440. But it would be more if we had this enabled, because this would also take more power. So, which means you don't have to pause, like with the paper mill. I was pausing the paper mill when we were full of paper. I don't need to do that now, because it will automatically not pause the building, but automatically stop the building drawing power when it's not needed, because its paper is full. So, brilliant. Absolutely fantastic. Absolutely fantastic mod. Very, very useful. Will be very, very useful when we do stuff over here with it, because there'll be lots of buildings connected to the power system. Perhaps like it will be pretty much, we're going to have one grid over here and one grid over here of power. So the power is going to run some buildings here and stuff for this district. So it'd be very useful to have buildings that save power for us. So very happy. Thank you very much, Mr. Moaki, for pointing that out. Very, very useful. Very, very, very useful. So with that being done, we have two buildings that have nothing arranged to. Oh yes. Well, we can fix that. We can fix that because we want you to plant blueberries. The blueberries of happiness. In there and in here, if you don't mind. But I do need somewhere to actually harvest the berries. Now I think about it, so we probably want to do that actually. Let's do that, and again, yes, I could do what I've done here and put them on top of the path and save some space and blah blah, but I really don't feel like I need to with the berries. The trees, yeah, because they take they're a very long time to grow, but the berries, once they're grown, they only take 3 days to produce new berries. 12 days. 12 days to produce 3 berries. Oh, actually, do you know what? Then we will put it on top of there. I thought it was 3 days for berries. I don't know why I thought it was 3 days for berries. It's not. It's never been 3 days for berries. Maybe I'm going mad. I don't know. I just don't know. Anymore. In fact, I don't know. Because we can get access to it from here. How do we do it here? We put one in, and then yeah. So we'll do that again. So we'll remove that path and that path. We'll put in a ladder, and we'll have one with the ladder facing, as we're looking at it, to the left, and this one with the ladder facing to the right, because that way is blocked and that way is blocked. So yep, and then we put in 2 and 2. Put a path on top. Not that I think I need that path on top, but it just looks better. And then we put a gathering flag there, and that gathering flag can gather everything, and that one can gather everything because it just come out here, go down, and boom. So yeah, okay, okie dokie, that'd be fine. And then we'll do the same over here. I always think that this is miles away, and it's really not. It's right next door. Boom. So we put a water dump in here. That's a pump. I just destroyed that. Rather than telling it to detonate it. What a fool. What a fool. Oh well. Boom, boom. And we'll do the same here. So we'll do levy. Might as well go up against the... oh, hold on. Nope, we want to move that over by 1 now. I'm going to do things above the ground. Yeah, I want to move it over by 1. And you're going to go that way. Then we have... like that. There we go. And we put in a gathering flag. There. And I'm just going to put in the path on top because I think it looks better. Okay, and then berries. Would you plant the blueberries? They look bluish to me. It looks very bluish. Like that. There you go. Okay. And then you can do that. Don't plant blueberries there. Not that you can plant blueberries because there aren't any, there's no water, but yeah. Okay. And then we'll actually get this correct because I messed that up. So, boom, there you go. Okie dokie. And then you can start planting the blueberries. The blueberries can grow. And then once the blueberries grow, they will be ready to be harvested. Let's put in a storage up here. This is kind of why I also thought maybe I won't destroy this top area, because we can use it for other things like storage, and maybe we could even put storage, water storage, and put our breeding huts here. I was going to put them up here. We could do both. We could do both. Why not? Why not? Why absolutely not? So, I'm going to do that. I'm going to put in like that. Okay, put on, and then in here we could put in breeding huts somehow. I'll figure out the exact layout for it at another date. Can't kind of do the same here because I can't get a space for all three of them to go in. They have to be here. So we'll do it like this. We'll do a warehouse there, and we'll do water storage there, and then in between we can do the things. That'll be fine. You do that. You do berries. Boop. You do berries. You do water. Okay, and yeah, we can figure out. We can figure it out in here at some point. It's fine. It's fine. We'll figure out space. We can go vertically as well with things if we need to, and change things up, and everything will be awesome. So yeah, yeah. Okay. Okay, so that's that there, that's fine. You are full of canola because we're still harvesting canola elsewhere. You're getting a couple of soybeans. We're going to have like canola processing here and soybean processing here. And then we'll have soybean making, fermented soybeans stored either right there. I'm still not sure about where to put, well, I know where we're going to put the district crossings, but I need to kind of put a district crossing in here first to get the actual thing working because... yeah, I'm not going to have the metal. I'm not going to have the landscaping unlocked anytime soon. So, okay. I think we will leave this one here, and we'll carry on. There are large jumps in between episodes, and that's just because I have to wait for stuff to be built. So let's not destroy that. Let's detonate that. Boom, there you go. Okay, pay attention. Pay attention. Boom, there you go. Yeah, there are large jumps in between the buildings, the episodes, because I can't do much about it. I kind of need to just let it do its thing. They're all getting injured because they're working inside the explosive factories and places. So, yeah. So, okie. So we shall let that go. We'll let the berries, at the very least, harvest up to 100. Well, I need to do logs as well, so I'll probably do that off camera. We'll just do the same thing. We'll just put a dump in there, have some trees grown, which means it's going to be at least 30 days for the trees to grow, because I will put in the big long oak trees done, and then we can be ready for actually moving. So more prep, but everything is required. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this one, and I hope to see you again in the next one, and until then, as always, have fun.